Y'all heard the stupid shit that Nate girlfriend was saying yesterday in my inbox? Talk about you jealous of me, that's all. You see how they think? You see how they think over there? You see that their mind is warped, right? You can tell that they just fucking weird. Bitch, why would I be jealous of you and you my father girlfriend? Either I like you or I don't. I'm not fucking that man. She just stupid. And he like them dumb. But I can't stand no dumbass bitch. Cause it ain't nothing to do with them but either ignore they ass or beat the fuck out of them and ignore they ass. For real. It ain't nothing else to do with them. You can't do nothing with no dumbass motherfucker. You can't do nothing with somebody that don't fucking think for themselves. You can't. It ain't nothing to do with them. You can't try to teach them. Because whoever was teaching them before you, you know, it's hard to reprogram something. Especially a human. You know what I mean? It's a lot. It's easier to fucking reprogram a TV. Because it comes with a manual. You feel me? It's just different. It's much harder. You feel me? And you know, my I could try my best to try to unconfuse the confused, but at any rate, that's not the games that I'm trying to play. That's not the ballpark that I'm trying to be in. I don't want to be the smartest in the room. You feel me? I don't mind being a teacher, but I want to be a teacher to the teachable. You understand? If you giving me a hard time and if you proving to be difficult, it ain't nothing I could do with you. I'm not gonna spend this fucking time with you. You not gonna fucking make me stupid trying to fucking make you smart. The fuck? See, that's the whole thing. People want to swamp. It's all about swamping, swamping, swamping. I used to tell my mother that all the time. You know, I want to take you out of your hell. I don't want to swamp places with you. I want to take you out of your hell. I do not want to accompany you in it. That is the difference. People just, they just like that. So, because I know that people know what they're doing, you know what I mean? I just try not to give them too much attention because I know at the end of the day, they just seeking attention. They don't care if they gotta act stupid or be stupid to get that attention. The overall goal is the attention. So they don't care if they gotta play sick, dumb, deaf, blind. They don't care. As long as they get what they fucking want. You see? And they always want to talk that dust ass shit. Listen, I don't got no fucking record on dust. You feel me? You can't tell me who I'm copping from. You can't tell me, how much I smoke. You can't tell me nothing. You feel me? And at the end of the day, bitch, everybody got something going on with them. I'd rather be a fucking drug addict than a fucking killer. I'd rather be a drug addict I'd rather be a drug user than a dealer. So don't be mad at me because I choose my fucking poison. Everybody fucking going to die. Everybody got something that they, that dumb something. So don't be mad because that's my dumb something. Listen, if I don't make drugs a part of the conversation, if I don't make my drug habit, if I don't say, oh, well, I'll be getting high and shit, so if I don't make that the fucking excuse, if I don't lead the conversation with that, then I don't understand how the fuck that become a part of the conversation. You understand? But this is the whole thing. I grew up with a mother that they did the same shit to, so I know when a motherfucker trying to keep you down. I refuse to allow these motherfuckers, you know what I mean? My mother gave people what they want so much in a sense that she thought that she could straddle the fence, give them what they want, and still be able to be herself. I mean, or be able to give to herself. But you're not true to yourself when you are giving people what you don't want to give them, and you're not being your 100% self because the majority are not comfortable with you being that. Bitch, you gonna be so insecure no matter who the fuck around you. It don't matter who the fuck. It don't matter if, I could try to dumb my shit down. I could try to accompany you, or I meant not accompany you, but appease you. Okay, I could try to make you feel as comfortable as fucking possible. But what about the next bitch that crimps your fucking style? I mean, not crimps your style, but makes you uncomfortable. What about her? What, she gonna have to take off the earrings? She's gonna have to do less of the. She's gonna have to do less of the lip gloss. What? She's gonna have to not exist. She's gonna have to be plain Jane because you're not fucking comfortable. Bitch, get it together. Get it together. I can't do nothing with. I can't do nothing with that. I can't. I can't. I can't. It's not even. I can't because I tried. No, 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 no. I'm over this. Like I said, I've dealt with this with my own mother. I dealt with this with my own family. You know, when it comes to certain things. I dealt with this in my early stages of life. Or in my teen. Whatever. Whatever the case is, no matter who I went through it with or when I went through it, it's not a fucking lifetime thing. That's what you need to know. Everybody ain't gonna get, just because I let my brother slide, don't mean I'm gonna let another slide. You need to understand that. It's just, you need to understand that. This is not a fucking skating rink, okay? This is what it's not. It's not a skating rink. This is not motherfucking Toys R Us or motherfucking, what is that? BK, have it your way. I don't know what the fuck. But this ain't that. Motherfuckers be trying too hard to like, you know what I mean? Just like, I don't know. These motherfuckers is just weak. That's just what I see. They're easily influenced. They always want to talk about what substance I'm under. Listen, bitch, the whole reason why you feel some type of way about what the fuck I'm doing is because I'm not doing it with you. Let's talk about it. It'll be all good. It don't matter what's on. Listen, it wouldn't matter what's in my cup if we all fucking drink, bitch. It don't matter. If we all fucking smoked, you feel me? Like, it's just because I can't pass the blunt. Because you don't feel, you know what I mean? Because, so I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. Because it's not about that. Because when I get like you, it's not a problem. It's the fact that you can't get like me. So I don't want to fucking hear it. Alright? And it's a method behind my fucking madness. Because honestly, I'm not as, whatever. I'm not going to talk about it, honey. Because I know better. You feel me? My mother, you got to understand, the motherfuckers that be playing card games and gambling and all that stuff and be in your face, you know what I mean? The motherfuckers like to play in your face. They do certain things. You feel me? They do things to keep you at the table. They do things to keep you right where they want you. You understand? So, my mother did certain things. That was just, that's just how, that's just the game she played. And that's just what it is. I do certain things for a certain reason. You feel me? You probably won't understand. You wouldn't understand. It's not your method. You're not creating a madness. So whatever. But it's always a method behind somebody's madness. And honestly, it's like a skunk. I like to say that. I'm like, they always trying to associate me with dust. First of all, it is what it is. It is what the fuck it is. Don't blame me. Blame my fucking environment. Feel me? If it wasn't roses, we wouldn't have fucking roses. The fact that we fucking is drugs in the community, talk to my fucking drug dealer before you talk to me. You feel me? You got a problem with me doing drugs? Holla at the source, bitch. Holla at the source. Stop talking to me. For real. They do too much. For nothing at all. And that's just what it is. I don't really play them games. I'm not really upset with Nate. I'm not really upset with the community. Me going off the way I've been going off lately, it's just it has nothing, it's just, it's always gonna have something to do with my mother. I was about to say it has nothing to do with my mother, but anything that has to do with me has to do with my mother. That lady created me. And no, I'm not gonna say whatever has to do my mother and my father, because you know the difference between my mother and my father is my mother was actually a part of my life. You feel me? My mother allowed me to be her problem. You feel me? She allowed me to take to sleep in her house. Okay, she kept up with me. Okay, even if she didn't want to be a mother, she still, you feel me? She was there. You feel me? So, you know, she wasn't no absent parent. So that's the difference. You feel me? So that's the whole thing. I don't have a relationship with my father. And the fact that every time when, you know, it's always a conversation between he and I. It's always like, you know, if he can't be the bully, if he can't make me feel like or think like, you feel me? But that's because he, you know, the women that he surrounded himself around are the women that he's always known, or the women that's always been a part of his life. He was always able to dictate. He was always able to manipulate and tell them how they feel, and tell them what to do, and, you know, put batteries in their back. You know, that's what he did. That's what they was. That's what they was used to doing. Lord Jesus. I hate seeing people like that. Heavenly Father, you got me. For real. Because, you know, but it's just like that, man. I don't have an issue with Nate. You know, my issue with Nate is the issue that he's trying to create. You feel me? I don't play like that. I don't play like that. You know what I mean? And you're not going to play like that with me, because you're not going to keep a negative relationship or an unhealthy relationship. Like, we don't have to have anything at all. You've been saying you're not my father behind my back. I don't give a fuck. Nigga, if I ever needed you, you was not there. I leaned it on somebody else, father, you know what I mean? He was never. You feel me? I don't give a fuck what he did do. How about that? I don't give a fuck about even when he was there, bitch. Because guess what? When he wasn't there, he wasn't there more than he ever was there. So that's why I don't give a fuck about the time that he was there. Nah, I don't give a fuck about that. How about that? How about you get no fucking credit? How about you was never in my motherfucking life? So I don't know what the fuck you talking about. I don't know why you think that you get to keep energy with me. How about that? How about that? How about your sisters is just my aunts? Feel me? It don't matter what side of the family, who blood running through them. Those are my aunts. You feel me? They had a relationship with me. They are my family. You feel me? Nate don't exist to me. Okay? I don't give a fuck what me, Kia, Tia, Josette, Cassandra, Angela, Brenda. I don't care what we all ever went through. Guess what? We had a relationship. We went through that. You feel me? If they want to feel some type of way about me, if they want to say, "Oh, you feel me? You know what I mean? I might, try to make amends." You feel me? Those are the only ones that I would ever try with. They the only ones I would ever try with. When it comes to Nate, I would never try with him. I don't care what he's talking about. And that's the problem. That's what he needs to know. He could keep trying to make me give a fuck about him. And I don't care who he used to try to get my attention. And I don't care what he does and how he does it to try to get my attention. What's going to end up happening is I'm going to end up really, really getting physical with this guy. Because he don't know when to fucking stop. Stop playing with me, all right? You ain't never even fucking played with me this much as a kid, okay? Okay? Don't be mad. Don't be mad because you fucked up. It ain't nobody kissing your ass. See, that's the problem. People allowed you to be that person. You feel me? People actually kissed your ass. People actually, allowed you to, create this energy and they really fed into that. See, I'm not that person. You a grown ass man, nigga. I don't fucking know you from nowhere, nigga. None of my niggas, I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck if I only dealt with them niggas for a week, nigga. Them niggas still been in my life longer than you. Like, none of my niggas got respect for you. None of my niggas, nobody around me knows your name besides my mother's immediate family. You feel me? I've been on this earth for more than for longer than for longer. I know this. He been in my life for maybe 3 years out of the 39 years that I've been on this earth. Let's talk about it. I don't know that man, so he need to cut it out. He need to cut it out for real. Cause I don't give a fuck about his bitch. You feel me? That's the problem now. He's trying to create distance and trying to create this energy, like as if, I'm one of his girlfriends. I'm your daughter. It's either, you talk to me or you don't. You feel me? That's just it. You know what I mean? But don't be running around creating energy because you know what I mean? Because he's a weirdo. Because he's a weirdo. And I'm not playing with him. I'm not playing with him. How he think that I'm going to give it up, I'm not going to give it up. So he could cut it out. He could cut it out. I'm telling you. Because it's not going to end well for him. It's not going to end well for him, for real. He need to just lay the fuck low. Leave me alone. I don't care if he even lay low. It's not even about him laying low. You feel me? Live your life. Live your life without invading anyone else's space. You feel me? Have some fucking respect. Don't be doing none of that goofy shit. I don't give a fuck, who you got around doing all this shit. You feel me? Like, stop playing them games with me. You feel me? You better learn how to get people attention without being nasty or sneaky. You feel me? You better learn how to get attention and even just be amongst people. You feel me? I don't play them jailhouse games, nigga. I ain't never been to jail, so you can stop trying to get me to go to jail. He want me to go to jail so bad so he could be the one writing me because he's more familiar with the the jail people. You feel me? He's real more familiar in the drug world. That's why he always talking that dust shit, nigga. Nigga, I learned what I need to learn and who I need. You feel me? Listen, because that was a lifestyle that I had to adopt. Like I said, I was born into that shit. That's not the lifestyle I created. You feel me? That's the lifestyle that he and Cent created. He made my mother a drug addict. Well, his Aunt Linda made my mother a drug addict. Well, she helped her. But my mother was, she was one of those people that was trying to be cool, trying to be down. And she tried it. But Linda really made sure she smoked. She told me that. When my mother was playing games with it, like, she was like, nah, you gonna smoke this shit. Nah. You feel me? Like, it was like that. And not for nothing. And I can't even say that she's lying about that because I remember one time that, because, like I said, these are people that, they told me certain things. So I'm like, let me see how this shit go. Because I'm growing up around this shit. So I'm like, I'm gonna try coke one day. I would try. Me and my homeboy talking, and I'm like, I would try. I didn't even say coke. I was like, I would try every drug. And he was like, oh yeah, what's every drug? And then I was like, Nate. I'm like, I don't know, because I don't know what every drug is. And I'm like, I would try. But I only got that from my Aunt Josette. Josette said some shit like that around me. And I'm just like, that is weird as fuck. I said that around her. But not for nothing, I ended up saying that around some dude because, I don't know why I ended up saying that. Like, I was just like, just being, not being a follower, but I be saying shit out my mouth. Like I said, I grew up around these people and, I don't know, it's just certain things. But I'm just saying that just to see, like, how this shit go. And sure enough, that nigga was like, this is how it went. I was like, I would try. And he was like, you would try what? And then I was like, I don't know, I would try. He was like, so I got this. So you want to try it? And I was like, I don't know how you do it. And he was like, oh, you do it like this, you do it like that. So I wouldn't do it. I mean, I just couldn't do it because I'm not, I don't know how to do it. Like, I don't know how to do that. So he was like, he tried to hold my face and really put the dollar to my nose and really try to, he was like, but he really put the dollar to my nose, like real close. And he really helped, like, this nigga really tried it. And I'm like, that's how they fucking do it. You see? And that's why you got to be careful what the fuck you say. Because you see, even though I knew that I was just fucking around and I knew that, because I'm like, this nigga really like that. This nigga really like that. That's why you got to be careful with the energy that you say. You feel me? Like, if you be on some shit like, yo, fucking broke, nigga. I'm so fucking broke, I'll fucking rob a bank. You might be standing next to a nigga that be like, word? Ha. I got the guns, nigga. I got the ski mask, nigga. We got the car, nigga. We ain't doing shit, nigga. It's a bank around the corner, nigga. Say we feel me? Like you don't even know. You don't even know. If motherfucker might be like, and they might just be on some shit. Like, you know what? I'll make this move, clear it, or crack this nigga in the head, knock this nigga out. You feel me? Put this all on him. I'll keep all this money. I'll do this. You feel me? Because they don't trust you. And they like, oh, you want to do that? All right, come on, let's see. I don't know why people would rather be like, you know what I mean? I don't know why it's like that. Some people just want to be like, I don't know. Some people just weird like that. Some people just weird like that. Some people is just weird like that. And I do call it being weird because, if you ever said to me, like, like I feel like jumping off a fucking roof, I'm never going to say, well, fucking do it. You feel me? Like, you know what I mean? Like some people I talk that jazzy shit to, but that's only because, it's some motherfuckers like I know who to like really be. I'm like, it's some people that I'm like really, really mean to, and I really say mean stuff like, but if it's somebody that I really feel like, if I, you know what I mean? I don't say that to anybody. You feel me? Like when I say stuff like that to my father Nate, it's because he's trying to ruin my life. You know what I mean? He's trying to hurt me. He's putting me he's making me feel like he's trying to take my life. You feel me? He makes me feel like he's trying to bring harm to me. So in that case, nigga, do it to yourself before you fuck around and make me put me in a situation where I have to do it to you. For real. Because I don't know, for some reason you want to go to battle with me, a female. Not only a female, but your daughter. It's because he can't have me the way he want me. Because like I said, he took advantage of my mother. He seen that my mother was like, a certain type of way, you feel me? And he preyed on her. He told me that he used to watch her and how she used to be like this and how she used to be like that. And he never said anything like, oh, I like this and I like that. No, nothing. He just used to always say bad shit about her. And I'm just like, just things that I never had to know about my mother, just things. So he let me know in the very beginning, how he felt about my mother. And I'm just like, and I always try to tell my mother that, oh shoot, I didn't know I had squirrel neighbors. Hell no. I'm getting home. Oh no, I wonder how this worked. But yeah, not for nothing. Yeah, he used to say bad things. So, yeah, he really had energy towards my mother. And some people really is like that. Some people really don't like you and they really, try to get at you and really be on some junk. Like, you feel me? Like, people was like that. Just like I told you how dude was like, as soon as I said, you know what I mean? Like, all the thing they got to do is get you where they want you. You feel me? So it was just that I kind of felt like, you feel me? And they don't even know, like, on some real life shit. Like, I noticed that how people is when they have kids, some people, hide into the church. Some people become lawyers, or some people become, bicyclists, or they become bikers, or everybody, when you become a parent, you just want to be, you want to be cool, or you want to be serious, or you want to be at least respected or acknowledged, or someone that your child could be proud of, or maybe you want your child to be afraid. You feel me? Or who knows? Maybe you want your child to be protected. You feel me? You never know. Maybe you want to be an educator. So you go into who knows. But I know for most people, at least the people that I have been paying attention to, I noticed that they always end up becoming something. Like I just noticed that. So it'll be just they luck if I become like like a private eye, or a spy or something like that. They don't even know how thorough I am. People don't even know how thorough I am. Like, you need to understand that I grew up in the trap house. You feel me? Like I said, my mother was a drug dealer. My mother was a drug addict. My father was a drug dealer. You feel me? Like, I had to pay attention to these two motherfuckers. Like, I had to, you know what I mean? Because my father was trying to get me to bite the bait. And my mother made me bite the bait. She was like, nah, you need to do something. You need to do something. And I'm like, Ma, why I gotta do something? She was like, nah, because you're gonna think you're better than me. You're gonna think you're better than me if you don't do something. So you need to choose something. You need to choose something. For real. Like, it was really a conversation in the kitchen, on the whole. Like, it really was a conversation. Like, she was like, you need to, no. Well, you figure it out. You let me know what you want to do. And, you do that. And we gonna work on that. You feel me? But it's not like that, but it was like that. Like, you feel me? Yes. It was a conversation about drugs. Like, she was like, yes. It was like that. And I never understood it. But the truth of the matter is, now I understand. She thought she was hot shit when she got with a drug dealer, all this and all that, not knowing that this nigga was, preying on her, and, eventually his peoples would turn her into a drug addict. So she ended up thinking that, well, fuck you, it's like, who knows? I don't know how she was thinking, but not for nothing. This is just how it ended up being. But she thought that she was going to get her nigga back, and, maybe he was going to save the day, and, change her and rearrange her, and, they was going to go through whatever, whatever. But he never doubled back for her. He never doubled back for her. He always messed with other chicks that, all his chicks that he messed with, they still, it was the same thing. Like, they was easily, he preyed on, like, he, they family, he, like, it's just certain things with him. I'm not going to blow up his spot because, first of all, I don't want to study him in a way, because when you study something, you end up, I don't want to study this nigga. You feel me? That's not what I'm trying to do. I don't want to study this nigga because, he's not somebody that I want to, like, pay that much attention to. I just know what I know. But not for nothing, but that's just the thing. And I do know that my mother is at fault. You feel me? I can't say that she's a victim because, like I said, she thought a lot of shit was cute. And a lot of that stuff that she was doing was not appropriate. And, she was lining herself up. You have to be respectful. You have to be mindful. They grew up in a different era than we are now. So than we have. I grew up in the 90s. My mother grew up in the 60s. My mother and them grew up in the 60s. I mean, they was born in the 60s, grew up in the 70s, 80s. So it's just like that. You feel me? So who knows? Just how they was kicking it during those times, and But I'm just telling you, man. We more compassionate, even though we say, even though it's a lot of fighting and things like that. I think that they was more tougher back then. Like, it was really, like, really cruel. Like, human life more and more is starting to mean something. People and their bad behavior, they're not just getting away with it. You feel me? Like, people not just ignoring certain shit. You feel me? People calling people out, no matter if they date people or not. You feel me? It's a lot of coattail pulling. It's a lot of car pulling. It's a lot of game changing. It's a lot of, awakening going on. It's a lot of shit going on. So, it is what it is. This is just a part of life. This is called tough love. This is called, reprogramming. This is called, changing the fucking game, like, for real. Like, so I'm not even, this is all what it is. So I'm not even worried about, what it is, because, like I said, I'm thorough as fuck. I don't take nothing from my mother or or that nigga Nate. You feel me? I don't take nothing from them. You feel me? The only time I start taking from them is when they start trying to attack me, because at the end of the day, it's not just, you respect thy mother and thy father. No, it's thou shalt not provoke the child. You feel me? You cannot just be running around provoking me and treating me a certain type of way and acting like you're bigger than. You feel me? Or you're better than. Or you feel me? Like, you're never supposed to have this type of energy with your child. Like, you feel me? You shouldn't have this energy with nobody. But the fact that you want to have this type of energy with your kid, and you want to, it's just a big deal. It's just a big deal. And it's just things that I just rather not. You feel me? I'm just not. It's just not a thing for me. It's not a thing for me. So, that's just how I am. That's just where I am in life. And they just going to have to feel that. They're just going to have to feel that. This is a big deal. And it's only a big deal because it has to be. Like, it has to be put on the table. Like, we're going to put it on the floor. You feel me? Because what I'm tired of is I'm tired of the whispering. I'm tired of motherfuckers talking like this and walking like that. You feel me? Like, I'm vocal as fuck. So I don't want to hear no whispering. Nobody need to tell me what the next person is saying about me because I'm here. I don't care if you can't get through to me on telephone. I don't care whether what I mean. It's basic for me. You feel me? You see me in the streets or you see me on the web. You feel me? But nevertheless, I'm still reachable even if I don't fuck with everybody like that. You feel me? I'm still reachable. So I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear that. Nobody needs to tell me what the next person is saying about me and all this and all that. Like, you feel me? Like, this is just how they giving it up. Like I said, and when it comes to, my family and things like that and me outing them and things like that, you know what I mean? The truth of the matter is I'd rather go through this with my family than to be going through this with, somebody that, I made family, and things like that. Like, these are my people. So these are the fine people to go through these things with. So it's all good. It's all good. You know what I mean? Now, when they get strangers involved and things like that, now that's when it's a whole nother story. Because I'm just like, see? And that's why you could tell the difference between somebody who's just simply just trying to use you to, because the thing is that this world is made up of homicidal and suicidal people. You understand? So the truth of the matter is, and then it's it's that percentage that people just strictly want to live. They just want to see what this thing called life is really about and how they could live it and how they could ride it out. They want to really see what this thing called life is about. But not for nothing. It is those people. And I'm not, and sadly, I used to be more on the scary side. I was more like, I just wanted to live. You feel me? I just wanted to live. And honestly, that's how I was. That's how I was. And sadly, I have to say that that's how I was because truth of the matter is now, I'm really on the verge where I'm really to the point where I'm like, I don't care if I give it up or they take it from me, because at the end of the day, I give it up or they take it from me. But I don't care if I take one or they take it from me. You feel me? Like, for real, like, at the end of the day, I'm not playing with these people. You feel me? They're not going to frighten me. They're not going to make me a prisoner in the free world. They're not going to stop me from enjoying my son. You feel me? They're not going to do not stop me from enjoying life. This is not a thing. This is not a thing. This is not a thing. So, like I said, all that stuff that happened yesterday, all the, me throwing bananas at niggas and throwing rocks at motherfuckers and, running up on motherfuckers and kicking their bikes and, and wilding out on people's wives and, what I mean? That was yesterday. That was yesterday. You understand? And because I don't really get down like that, I'm just letting people know, like, listen, it could get real for you. It could get real for you. And don't think that I'm on, listen, it's not going to be no simple me and you. You need to know that when I come at you, the crew is coming behind me, because I don't fuck with nobody. So you need to know that if I swing, we all swing. And when I fall, we all fall. And that's why when I brawl, we all brawl, bitch. Because ain't nobody trying to fall. Ain't nobody falling, nigga. Ain't nobody falling. It ain't none of that. You feel me? It's none of that. It's none of that. It's none of that. So they can stop playing the fucking games if they want to. Like I said, I don't call these motherfuckers out. And they already know that I'm not playing with them. 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 For real. It's not a test. It's not a joke. I'm not playing with nobody. Stop disrespecting me. I don't, like I said, and when it comes to my mother's death, you know what I mean? The whole thing is, it's just bittersweet. Because like I said, she welcomed this. You feel me? She's the one who allowed Nate to be in her life. And she, she's the one who allowed him to, her family and all them, they allowed that shit. They allowed this nigga to get close to her, and they allowed this bitch to come up to the family reunion and family cookout and all this shit. Like, they allowed a lot of shit. So they was on some bullshit. And at the end of the day, I was pregnant around the time that they even pulled this motherfucking stunt. So they already knew that I was either going to, go up there and probably risk losing my child or just, getting with the program. They was putting me in a situation where I would have to, you feel me? So I just chose not to. And, and then they was telling me all about it. And I'm just like, yo, y'all fucking weird. First of all, I didn't have to know nothing about nothing because nobody had to tell me nothing because I wasn't there, okay? And my mother wasn't even, you know what I mean? So I wasn't there. It was the reason why I wasn't there. But y'all had to make it y'all business to tell me, oh, this person was there and that person was there and they was asking about you. Why motherfuckers that I don't even fuck with asking about me? Why motherfuckers that I ain't spend time? Why y'all think that I'm really going to show up at a fucking cookout, at a beach, all the way on the other side, up the, you know what, like, for real, it screams somebody wants to die. And it's not going to be me because what the fuck is y'all doing? See, y'all putting me in a situation where I would have to, then that's why I'm so wild. I'm like so wild now that my son is, it's not personal. You feel me? It's not personal, but on some real life shit, I'm not playing with them. When my baby comes home and I choose to walk down the street with my baby, they better not do shit. They better not say shit. It better not be a motherfucking thing. I don't give a fuck, bitch. I don't care if I'm crossing the street, bitch. You better ride slow. I don't give a fuck. Like, it's going, listen. I'm not playing. I don't play with nobody. I don't disrespect nobody. I don't play those games. I don't. It's not a thing. So I don't want to hear nothing about nothing. You know what I mean? When my son starts going to school, I don't want to hear nothing about nothing. You know, I'm not playing with nobody. I don't bother nobody. I'm not playing with nobody. You feel me? And the whole thing is, it was never no conversation. It was never none of this. Nobody wasn't throwing no family reunions. Wasn't nobody doing none of this goofy shit until I got pregnant. Because they swore up and down that they always said, like, the girl brings the baby home and, bitch, but I am bringing the baby home. But it ain't going to be the y'all. Like, what makes y'all think that y'all going to have an ill relationship with me and have a relationship with my kid? See, that's the shit that Nate did. And that's what they allow. You feel me? And that's the weird shit that I'm talking about. This nigga don't like my mother. He never liked my mother. He was not attracted to my mother. He was jealous of her because he wanted to be her, because he's mad that he's not a woman. Okay? He was jealous of her because she moved the way she moved without no regrets, because this is her fucking life and she gets to live it how she wants to. But he's so worried about because he has to walk a certain type of way and talk a certain type of way. And he can't, you know what I mean? He has to make sure that he walks like this and talk like this, you feel me? Because he's on a motherfucking leash. He's jealous of the motherfuckers that's free. You feel me? He's jealous of that. He's jealous, okay? Let's address that. So I don't want to hear nothing about nothing. Then he got this goofy asshole talk about something. Oh yeah, family said. Now. If I wanted to really get on some BS, and I really wanted to make my family feel some type of way about you running your mouth about whatever the fuck they said to you in private, bitch, because you're not family, bitch. You're trying to be a part of the family. And I'm going to say, you see, and this bitch, and this is the thing, and this is what y'all allow. Y'all allow motherfuckers to come around and just make shit and just say shit and just do shit. This bitch don't got no business repeating what the fuck y'all said. But y'all allowing this shit because y'all want to be some fucking goofballs. And y'all want to fucking run y'all mouth to motherfucking strangers instead of talking to the motherfucking source. Okay? So this is how it goes. And watch one of the motherfuckers clear her fucking ass. Go right upside her fucking head. And it goes just like that, shorty. See, but I ain't trying to do it to her because she going to do it to her fucking self. Either she going to do it to herself or the nigga going to do it to her. And even when the nigga do it to her, she's still going to be doing it to herself because she ain't had no business just fucking marrying no nigga straight out of fucking jail. You ain't had no business just marrying a nigga and bringing him in your household. No, you got a fucking child, bitch. You ain't had no business just fucking doing dumb shit for this nigga just because, bitch. You just got to be a fucking whole idiot, bitch. I hope you was fucking born yesterday. I hope you was born closer to yesterday than you was to today, bitch. Because I'm just disappointed. I'm just disappointed. But at the end of the day gotta end. Okay, like I said, that was yesterday. I feel really good about, how I represented myself regardless. It's not always going to be peaches and cream, feel me? I'm not always going to let people have their way, you feel me? It's a big thing. It's not okay for you to be saying my name over recorded line while you up in jail. Like they can't pull them records. of you sitting there like, really trying to set me up while you in jail, nigga. You got to be, you either you first of all, we know that you thirsty, because you definitely, but what makes you think that you safe doing that shit in jail? Like, you got, nigga, if this is not somebody that screams I want to get indicted, like, nigga, just go knock on the police door, just commit the crime right in front of Union. Why not? Like, make it a thing. Like, I don't understand these people, but they always want to get me to point at them. Like, they always want it to be a us thing. Like, I don't understand why you always want your attention, like me to give you the, I just don't get it. But, like I said, this is not for me to get. This is not for me to get. I'm really not interested. Like, I'm not interested. I'm not interested. All I know is Nate is in hiding. You feel me? Like, this nigga Magnetic Son isn't hiding. You feel me? That nigga ain't said shit since shit been said. So I don't want to hear a motherfucking thing about him. That's just how I feel. Okay? Because I already named names. I already done added motherfuckers. You know what I mean? I already done dropped them on motherfuckers, posts and things like that. I you know what I mean? Listen, just be good. Listen, when I had niggas number, motherfuckers they was like, how you get my number? I swear to God, niggas was like, how you get my number? Every number that I call them up, like, play them games if you want to. Play them games if you want to, nigga. I'll call you. Motherfuckers be dead serious, like, how you get my number? And that's why you need to be careful. That's why you need to be careful. Because if you gotta ask a motherfucker how they get your number, and if you gotta really be scared and that petrified, like, it ain't no, oh, what's up? Oh, Tosh, what's up? It's straight spook. Like, how you get my number? How you get my number? What do you mean, how I get your number? Your number is 10 digits. No, how you doing? It's just straight, how you get my number? Damn, ain't you my aunt, baby daddy? How I get your number? God damn, like, damn, I just seen you the other day in the story, you know what I mean? You feel me? What? I don't understand. You feel me? Niggas be spooked. I don't know what the fuck you spooked for. Because I promise you, I don't be on no bullshit. I don't. But now niggas know when I call them, it's a reason. You feel me? So that's why motherfuckers be spooked. That's why it ain't no, oh, Tosh, what up, Tosh? What the dealio? What the dealio? Because they already know. They already know what they did or what they associated with. They already know. So that's why it's always some paranoia. Nigga, why you living your life in fucking paranoid? Like, that's the whole thing. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, these people is weird, not me. Not me, but they want it to be a us thing. They always talking that, oh, she weird shit, she this, she that, she this. Listen, let me tell you something, Linda. Let me tell you something, okay? I used to be heavy on the bottle just like you, bitch. Okay, I used to be heavy on the bottle just like you, bitch. I used to be up in the club just like you, bitch. I used to be rubbing toes and up in niggas' faces all the time, and you feel me, amongst the crowd, and you know what I mean, sleeping on my fucking couches, and fucking sleeping on floors, and you feel me, like, you know what I mean, kneeling and leaning on motherfuckers and hiding behind the fucking crowd just like you feel me? I was there. That's why I can empathize, you feel me? It's okay, you feel me? But everybody snaps out of it, you feel me? I'm sorry that, like I said, it's not that deep with me. It's just not that deep with me, you feel me? It's a I live amongst the hood. And I am fucking hood. But I'm not, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not a part of these I don't do the shit that they do, you feel me? I don't do the shit that they do. Like, you feel me? I'm welcome in the hood. I welcome the hood, you feel me? But it's certain things that I just don't do, you feel me? It's certain things that I just don't do. Y'all go to clubs that I don't go to. You feel me? Y'all hang around people that I just can't hang with. You feel me? Y'all could stand still places that I probably just keep it moving at. On. You feel me? So it's just like that. You feel me? That's just how it is. That's just where we at in life. But at the end of the day, You feel me? But, thank you for riding spirit. You feel me? Make sure you don't leave no trash in my motherfucking seats, bitch. I don't know what's wrong with these hoes. They be trying me, honey. I done got at the nigga, the father, the son. I said, it ain't nobody ain't get at, nigga. I done got at pedestrians. Oh my God. Listen, everybody gets it. Everybody gets it. Everybody gets it. Word of everything. Word of everything. And I was walking down the street the other day. I promise you, just like, 2 days ago, maybe 3 days, walking down the street, and then I see this hoe that did some dumb shit at my motherfucking job. A couple years ago, maybe last year. Yeah, I think it was last year, 2 years ago, something like that. But I was like, oh, hi, what's your name again? No, I was walking and I was like, oh, hey, what's your name again? I was like, hey. And she was like, oh, hey. And I was like, oh, what's your name again? And she was like, she said her name. And I was like, oh, don't make me slap you. And she was like, what? What's your name again? And I was like, don't worry about it, bitch. Don't make me slap you. I said, don't worry about it, bitch. Like I said, don't make me fucking slap you. And she was like, what? You don't even know me? I was like, bitch, don't even worry about it. You don't want me to know you. You don't want me to remind you who the fuck I am. Like I said, keep holding that hood of that motherfucking car, bitch. Keep holding the hood of that motherfucking car. Fix your motherfucking car, bitch, so you can ride the fuck on out of here before I whoop your ass. Fix your car, bitch. I promise you, I was eating that bitch up walking down the motherfucking street like, oh, and she ain't even know, but shots fired, bitch. And it's just like that. And I'm not playing with these motherfuckers. Stop playing with me, for real. I don't bother these folks. And that's the problem. Is you see this bitch talking about something, she don't even know me. Bitch, you that's the whole thing. You didn't even know me. You feel me? We worked with each other. You feel me? We might have ate fucking lunch in the same, you know what I mean? We might have had conversations while we, you know what I mean? We might have walked to the store. We might have smoked on the same on a lunch break, bitch. But you did not fucking know me to be fucking starting trouble with me at no motherfucking workplace, bitch. And then I fuck around and get fired because I tell you I'm gonna slap the shit out of you, bitch. You could get slapped. What's the problem with me telling you that? Like, at least I didn't slap you. But I get fired because I'm just letting you know, like, what could fucking happen if you keep playing these fucking games, bitch. Because who the fuck is you, bitch? Not when we both get in the same fucking, bitch. And honey, and that's why when I got fired, a few other motherfuckers got fired. Because I was not playing the motherfucking games, bitch. Because what you think this is? What you think this is, bitch? When I leave, I knock everything the fuck over, bitch. Don't ever fucking kick me the fuck out, bitch. Let me leave on my motherfucking own, hoe. Don't you ever kick me the fuck out, because when I get kicked the fuck out, bitch, everything gets knocked the fuck over when I go. Fuck you talking about? Fuck you talking about, bitch? I'm not playing with you, hoe. Play with your mom, play with your kids, play with your cousins and them, bitch. Don't play with me. I don't fucking bother you hoes, bitch. I don't bother nobody. I'm always, hi, how you doing? Nice here. I like your hat. Thank you. Da, 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 da. Excuse me. You feel me? Like, you feel me? Always just so sweet. You feel me? I'm like that on purpose. You feel me? I'm like that on purpose. I promise you. I ain't just a sweet person. Nobody understands. I'm just the sweetest person in the world. I am. I don't understand it. I am so sweet. That's what I'm saying. Like, they don't even understand. Like, you can say whatever you want about my aunties and them, but let me tell you something. My aunties and them love me. And as soon as I act like I'm welcoming to them, as soon as I act like I'm okay and I might let them hurt me again, okay? As soon as I act like I might let them hurt me again, as soon as I fucking let their ass in, okay? As soon as I let their ass in, I promise you, they're going to fucking do right by me because they know how it feels to be without now. So you can talk that shit if you want to. But my aunties is only, they only doing what they got to do to protect themselves. They only saying what the fuck they got to say to protect them fucking selves, to make themselves feel better. So I don't give a fuck what you say, they say. Bitch, you're going to get enough of repeating what the fuck my aunties and them say to you. You understand? You're going to get enough of that now. Now, that's one thing you're going to get enough of doing, bitch. Because if I have to go find my aunties and make them feel bad, bitch, they might have to come find you, bitch. Because it's just like when I was a little kid in the little tree and I bump into the tree and they be like, no, the tree did not bump into you. What the tree? I'm about to whip that. And they really go, don't make me do it. You need to understand something. I have advantages that I don't use. I could make my aunties feel bad any point in time. I can make my aunties feel bad any point in time. Please do not make me pull the niece card, okay? I try to stay the adult. Do not make me play my... Listen, listen. I will get a lot of y'all asses whooped. I will get a lot of y'all feelings hurt. Y'all do not want me to... Y'all don't want me to take advantage of my position, okay? Y'all don't want it. I'm telling you, you don't want that shit. You don't want that shit. Fall back, bitch. Hey, 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 hey. Hey, 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 bitch. Don't make me. Hey, don't make me do it, bitch. See, sometimes you gotta dance on these hoes. I'm telling you. See, I always get on my P. Diddy shit. See, they don't know. They don't know, man. They don't know. I will get my aunties to knock on your door, bitch. Bitch, don't be telling me I don't give a fuck. I promise you, you don't want that. You don't want that. See, I don't do my aunties like that because I know my aunties. I know that they've been, you feel me? So I don't try to do them like that. I don't try to do them like that because I know that if I put them in a position like that, they're going to show me just how much they give a fuck about me. You understand? You understand? They love me in a dangerous way. You understand? You understand that? A lot of people do. A lot of people do. That's why I don't play them games. You understand? Feel me? The games that you got away with, when my mother let you get away with that, that's a whole nother story. That's a whole nother story. Scent could live and die how she wants to. You understand? That's my mother, but she was a human first. Okay? She was somebody's daughter first. She was somebody's sisters first. She was somebody's cousin, somebody auntie, somebody, girlfriend, somebody favorite first. She was, before she was mine, she was someone else's. You understand? So it's all good in the hood. I know better. I need you motherfuckers to act like you know something too.